everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a full face of first impression. This is the first time I have done one of these videos because, as you know, I use the same makeup products all the bloody time because I just like to stick with what I know and what I like. I've got this huge bag which is filled to the brim of new makeup products and new stuff to try, so let's just get straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is push back my hair because we don't want that in our faces. So I've got things from beauty blenders to lashes to palettes to bronzer. Like, I've got near enough a full face. So the first thing I'm going to use is the ELF mineral infused face primer, and I have got the face patchy, and it's also by ELF, and it just looks like this, and it's like a solid primer. That primer is raved about by all influencers, and yeah, so I'm just gonna squeeze a few pumps into my hand. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that feels quite, it feels really soft. It feels like it's silicone based, which I do like because it does blur out your pores, and I'm just mainly focusing that onto my T-zone. It's made the pores around on my face look smaller, but I'm going to research what it's actually meant to do. I just googled it and it said that this primer is meant to battle flakiness, and I have flakiness around my nose. It does look a little bit softer, not like the biggest difference, and it's meant to make your makeup last all day long, and obviously I can't check that now. So the next thing I'm going to test is this incredible crystal ball roller gloss, and if you watched my last video you would have seen my reaction that there's actually like little crystal things inside of it, and as you can see, the little crystal things there. And this is just a clear lip gloss, I think. Oh, okay, that feels really weird. It doesn't apply too much like product to your lips, but at the same time it feels like it hasn't put enough on. So because I don't have a new foundation, I would have done it off camera, but I do have a new sponge to test, and this looks like a dupe for the beauty blender. My beauty blender looks disgusting right now, so let's ignore that. So compared to the actual beauty blender, this does feel firmer than the beauty blender if it was dry. But yeah, I'm just going to go wet this. As you can see, it's quite like hard, but yeah, I'm just going to go wet it. Okay, so I've just wet it, and look how like fat it's gone. Compared to the beauty blender, it's definitely fatter. It's like the tiniest bit taller. If you put side by side comparison, this is more firm. I'm just going to use my normal Rimmel foundation. So if this doesn't look nice, I will know that it's the primer, not actually the foundation. I'm just going to apply it to the right side of my face first so you can see. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with the beauty blender. It's so big, I'm not used to it. Right. Right, straight away I've noticed that it's definitely harder to blend out than the actual beauty blender, because where it is so fat, it's hard to blend out, as you can see there. So I have just filled my brows in, and I've got this Barry M Take a Brow Shape and Define brow gel to try. It's got one of these plastic things and I can't find the beginning. Oh, well, that was disappointing, wasn't it? So yeah, what does the brush look like? Oh, so it's just a short little stubby little brush. Just gonna wipe off the excess, and I just put it on my dressing table. So straight away it's very pigmented. I really like that. So the next product I've got to try, where is it on my desk? Right in front of me, is this Revolution Cut Crease Canvas full coverage eyeshadow base, and it's got a brush as an applicator. I'm just going to outline my eyebrows and see how it performs that way. Firstly, I quite like the brush. I do think I would like it. It's a little bit messy, but nothing too much. It's not like my favourite. I think I do prefer using concealer, but that's just my personal preference. So I'm just going to move on to eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the MUA palette. I've got two of these. I've got a more brighter colour. This one's in the shade Tropical Oceana, I think that's how you say it, palette, and then I've got this one which is called Burning Embers palette. They're both so pretty. Like, let me show you it close up. Like, honestly, the shimmers look unreal, and this palette as well. That purple shade right there, I just swatched it. It is the nicest colour. I'm dying to use the pinks as well, but I'm going to push it more out of my comfort zone and yeah. So I have also got new brushes to try. I've got these 4 from Makeup Revolution. Got these 2 from Real Techniques. It hasn't got a name, but it's just like a dense crease brush. I'm just gonna go straight in with the bright pink which is on the end, and I'm scared. It's got a decent amount of pigment, and straight away I've noticed it's got a kickback, but I'm not bothered by that, to be honest. I'm just gonna tap the shade in. I'm gonna make sure I've got nothing on my lid though. MUA, okay. All I'm doing is pressing in the shade so I get the full amount of pigment, and oh my goodness, this is stupidly pigmented. What on earth is happening? And I'm bringing that quite high because I will be cutting my crease, and I'm just making this look really rounded. If you don't like the rounded look, you could just apply some sellotape and then it will just make it really sharp, but I want it to be more blown out and rounded. Okay, if you know me, you know that I don't like cheap palettes because they never have enough pigment, and if they do end up being pigmented, as I blend, the colour literally blends away. So far, I'm so happy. I'm just going to use small circle blending motions to blend the shade out. And then I'm just going to go in with a clean brush. I'm just going to use another one of these brushes. Also, these brushes, they are really soft, like really soft, and they're blending out the eyeshadow amazingly. So yeah, I really want to use a purple, but the only purple colour which is not a shimmer is this colour there, and it looks quite light when on my swatches, but I'm still going to test it out anyways, and if not, I'm just going to have to rethink my decision. I'm going to use this little packing on brush. This is similar to the first brush I used, actually, just a bit shorter. And then I'm just going to apply the shade just below the pink colour. With these eyeshadows, I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't even blended that out. All I'm doing is placing in the colour, and it already looks blended. And this colour is a little bit less intense than the pink, but to be honest, it's a lighter colour, so I'm not like annoyed because it still has a lot of pigment to it. And I'm just going to get the brush I used for the pink shade, and then I'm just going to intensify that outer corner. But oh my god, these, I'm just, no hate to MUA, but I used to use them when I first started like using makeup because they were affordable. They had actually like nice bronzy shades, but I didn't really use them once I like did makeup more. But am I going to be using these palettes again? Yes, I bloody am. They are unreal. And then I'm just going to wipe off this brush and blend the 2 shades together. So I don't actually know where I'm going to be going with this look, but if you wanted to, you could just use one of the pink shades or even that purple, and then put on the centre here for a halo eye. But I want to use more shades because I actually can't believe how good this palette is. So where I have placed the purple on my lid on the inner and outer corner, I am going to use the darkest shade from the palette, well, the darkest blue, which is a matte, and I'm going to use a packing brush for that. And then, like I said, I'm just going to place it on the outer corner. To be honest, I don't know what I'm doing with this look. I am not a makeup artist. I am just going with the flow. I'm just going to use my finger because it's not as pigmented as I would like, but it's still good. And oh my god, I've made a mess. Thank god we're going in with concealer. But yeah, I'm just going to use a little dense brush to blend that in with purple. Okay, I think because I just sprayed the brush, it's gone the tiniest bit patchy, but that's my fault, not the palette's. So I'm just going to try quickly save this and I'll be back in a second. But now I'm going to go in with the second shade, and it's a blue shimmer, and that's dark, and I'm just basically going to put that next to the shade of blue I just placed down, but not all over the lid. And I'm just going to press it for maximum pigment. That's pretty. And then I'm just going to kind of round it off here. This might be a risky movement, but I'm just going to apply a little bit of the concealer kind of thing we used earlier. Place it on the centre of my lid. I don't know if I should be doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, so that brush is actually really nice for getting in there. And I'm just going to get an actual eyeshadow brush and blend it out. And then I'm just going to use my finger to tap it down. And then I'm going to use that light, like shimmery blue on my finger to warm the product up. And then I'm just going to press that onto my eyes. And I'm just going to go back in with that dark shimmery shade of blue to blend it together. So the darker blue shade is struggling to sit on my eye like good, but I always tend to find that with dark eyeshadows anyways, and I don't really tend to use blues anyways. But yeah, if you do like using blue shades, then maybe avoid using that colour. Overall, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it's not looking too shabby. So I'm just going to grab a baby wipe and clean up underneath my eye, because I did make a bit of a mess, and this is the satisfying part. I'm just going to blend that away. The only thing is the purple shade did get a little bit lost. You can't really see it, but I could just always go back in and top it up. I'm going to try this eyeliner. I think it might be new, but it's called the Liner Revolution. Bit of a basic name, but yeah, this claims to be waterproof, smudge proof, intense black, and it's a felt tip liner. And I'm just going to rip the box open because I can't be bothered to get scissors. I really like the packaging. It's just this black and gold packaging, and it just says the Liner Revolution, and the felt tip looks like this. I normally use felt tips anyways, so hopefully I should get on well with this. And I'm literally just going to do a thin line across my eye. Oh no. I mean, it's okay. It's probably not going to be too expensive, so yeah, it's worth the money. Normally I use a Stila eyeliner. It's the tiniest bit like draggy, but yeah, it turned out okay. I have got 2 lots of mascara to try out. I've got the Revolution, the mascara, and then I've got this Barry M Lash Vegas black mascara, and I feel like I'm just gonna try the Revolution mascara. You ready? Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Like, when I say huge, it's... I'm just gonna shut up. And I'm only going to do a light layer of mascara because I'm going to wear lashes, but yeah. So, lashes. I have got 5 lots of lashes I can try. So, I've got these which look so pretty by the brand, the Eyelash Emporium Pro. And I've got the ones Dusk Till Dawn, which look like this, which are super pretty. I've got Walk of Fame, which look like that, and then lastly these ones which are called Money Shop, which are the most dramatic I think. So I'm going to use the Walk of Fame because they look really like fluttery, and I feel like they will complement this eye look really well. I have been talking so much that I am dehydrated. I've got the Eyelash Emporium Pro strip lash glue, and then I've got the lash applicator, so I will be using these as well. You can see they're quite straight, is to bend, 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 and then I'm just going to make sure they fit my eye shape. Oh, they happen to actually be the right size. So I feel like it has been 40 seconds, but I'm just going to apply. I really like this applicator, and yeah. Okay, you saw how quick that was to apply. Oh my god. I'm gonna go save a bit of time, and I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and I can't be bothered. And yeah, I'll catch up with you after, once I've done. Right, so as you can see, I've done the other eye, and I'm gonna do underneath my eye. So I'm gonna pick up that pink shade I used earlier, and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner of my eye. It's raining outside and it's so satisfying. And then I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eye. Right, so now the eyes are done, my face is looking pretty flat and Casper-like. So I have got this MUA Bronze Perfection Shimmer. It's very shimmery, but look at that packaging. As it is quite shimmery, I don't want to put it on my cheekbones. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply it to my forehead and see how it goes. So I'm noting it's got glitter in it, which I didn't actually notice. Okay, so my forehead is glowy and I actually quite like it. I wouldn't use this on everyday like basis as it is coming up to winter and it is quite extra. Right, so it's a little while later. So the next thing I'm going to be testing is the MUA Light Luster Highlight Kit. MUA have definitely upped their game. I did a swatch of this. Hun, look at that. That is insane. I love that. And then lastly, I'm going to try the MUA Honeyed Lip Gloss, and it's got another plastic thing on it. Because I've also got this lip gloss, but I feel like it won't go with my look. But firstly, I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to apply the lip gloss. Oh, it smells of mint. Right, so normally I'm not a lip gloss lover because I just prefer matte, only because my hair, when it's down, love the shade of this. It's basically like a, not clear, but it's got a little bit of tint to it, and it's just got gold reflex. And I do like the way gloss looks though. So I'm going to finish my video off here. I'll leave in the description of what lasted and what didn't. And yeah, I really liked the eyeshadow. My favourite things are, oh, I don't know. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, then subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!